Hello, I'm Rich B, and this is another one of my videos. In this episode, in this video talk, basically, it's a talk about planetary overcrowding, or the Earth's overcrowded. But what do you think? Do you think the world is starting to become overcrowded? I mean, at the moment, the global population at the moment is over 7 billion people. Now that's quite a lot of people so far. However, by the year 2050, it's predicted that it will grow suddenly up to 10 billion people. Now that's a lot of people. Therefore, you need a lot more food and a lot more resources. The downside to that is Earth's running out. It's running out of food. It's running out of resources. It's running out of space for these people. So there are basically what it is what we're going to do about it. There are some examples out there of good ideas, ideological ideas, and unfortunately there are ideas from people which are monstrous. So monstrous that I don't wish to talk about them. It's not even worth contemplating about, but you probably guess what those ideas are. Now the good ideas, I like to talk in the positive. I believe, honestly, more resources and more technological advance in the agricultural world, which would be very good. The way we do farming and the way we live as a species needs to change. I honestly think the way that we grow food now hasn't really changed in the past. Well, the basic idea hasn't changed since the past 100 years. And I believe, honestly, if we did more research and more development on things such as hydroponic farming, vertical living, even to the point of expanding the human race out into the cosmos, I honestly think colonizing Mars, for example, could actually benefit mankind for the next millennia or more. If you can take in a population, say like the size of Australia, okay, that's not many, that's about what? Australia's population is about 19 million. Now if you round them up, shove them in a spaceship with all the tools and all the equipment to Mars and colonize Mars, two things will happen. Firstly, Mars will grow and develop into a wonderful paradise with the resources nearby. Also, the land that's left behind would be used more for farming and other ways of developing ways of helping the population growth and feeding the population. Another good idea, I believe, strongly believe, on this topic is better education on contraception. Because there's a lot of scaremongering out there, especially in poorer countries, of saying that sex is bad, or don't do sex until you're married, and things like that. And let's be honest with you, the human race doesn't do that. It really doesn't. Things will happen. And I personally believe a much more better understanding of contraception will make things more safer, hygienic. It will prevent a lot of unwanted pregnancies. I mean, at the moment you hear countries talking about, well, in America, like purity rings, or other third world countries talking about banning sex altogether. And I'm thinking, that's never going to happen. The human race is not going to do that. It's what humans do. You know, they expand, they grow. That's how you live. That's how the human race survives, by growing. And I believe a better understanding of contraception does actually improve on the overpopulation problem. Then again, I believe in vertical farming as well will help feed the population. I also believe in space colonization to expand the human race, to grow and develop. That's what I believe are the good choices. You may disagree on me on that, that's totally up to you. But there are ideological reasons, ways to help. There's talk of people wanting the one baby policy, similar to what they've got in China. One baby per family. And they think that's an easier way of controlling it. And again, you can't control that because you may end up with twins. And I personally believe that the one baby system is basically a breach of your rights. You should have the right to choose if you're ready for a family and the size of your family. Oh, excuse me. And there are other ideas out there which people have actually talked about. One of the ideas is also get all the poor family children, round them all up, stick them in a gladiator contest similar to Hunger Games, and battle each other out. And the one person remaining out of all the contestants gets a chance to live a normal life. And if you don't, tough. It's not a policy I believe in, but there are people out there who genuinely want a society similar to the Hunger Games, which again is something I disapprove on. And the third idea, ideological idea, that people have actually spoken about, and some people generally want this to happen, is a age restriction of how long you can live for. Bit like Logan's Run. Logan's Run, on that old sci-fi with Michael York, if anyone's seen it, has a population that will die at the age of 30. However, there are people out there in this planet at this moment that believes that we should have a age restriction up to 50. Anyone reaching 50 and is starting to go beyond the age of 50, some people actually said they're beyond their usefulness and needs to be euthanized. It's something I do not approve on at all, but there are some people out there who believe this is a good way of controlling the population. Now, you can tell the way I'm speaking, I'm dead against all those ideas. I believe mankind can do better by expanding out into space, by expanding out into Mars and beyond in the asteroid belts. There's hundreds of resources out there. It could be like the new gold rush of the United States, what they used to have. I honestly believe better care of recycling, better care on food, better care on contraception is another good way of for sorting out the human race as global overpopulation. But honestly, and again, I will not talk about the monstrous ideas. There are even worse ideas out there, and there are probably other YouTubers who've actually spoken about it. There are probably people in social media who've talked about it and rave about it, but I won't. It's something I disapprove of. But what do you think, the viewers of YouTube, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, what do you think is the best way to sort out the global the global overpopulation problem? Sorry about that. And here's the final thought. If we absolutely did nothing, and just do nothing, just do what we're normally doing at the moment, watching the Kardashians, singing to Justin Bieber, not taking responsibility of our world. What will happen by the year 2050? Famine? Dysentery? War? It's not a good sign, is it? Because if you have famine and dysentery, if that does come, okay, a lot of people will end up dying, and there'll be some people out there who think, oh, that's our problem solved, no problem. Well, no, it's not. Because after war, after famine, after dysentery and disease, the population will do a baby boom. And therefore, you've actually made a bigger problem than you did before, if we do absolutely nothing. So come on guys, what's your views, what's your ideas of controlling the population growth of the world? I'll be very happy to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, that'd be great. Share it to anyone you like, it doesn't matter. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll catch you all again next time. Anyway, take care, all the best, and yes, time is now to change the way we live. It's up to you now, guys. Anyway, take care, all the best, bye bye.